started. The podium finishers overall for the 6 Hours of Mexico. Winning the race, Mark Webber, Brendan Hartley and Timo Bernhard. Second position, Andre Lotto and Marcel Fassler. And in third, Stefan Sarazat, Mark Conway and Kamui Kobayashi. Let's kick off then with Porsche team. Mark, congratulations, second win on the trot. Let's talk pace of the dry with you. You seem to have a really strong stint.
Yeah, I think after Brendan did a brilliant opening stint, then it was obviously it was a really tight race with the Audis, and I managed to pass Lucas. He got caught up with some traffic with the spinning car, so he had to go the long way around. I took the shortcut, so obviously still on the track, but so I got in front, and then at that point I think Lucas was really the 8 was pretty strong, but I had to be obviously very concentrated to keep him out as long as we did, and it worked out well. So in the meantime, keeping our pace alive. So he got me on the inlet. I think they had a good strategy on the inlet, but they did a good job there. And then I still followed him on the pit entry, so we didn't lose much. And then it was just a really, really interesting race. I think that the conditions were playing a part. We were lucky that it didn't get sunny because I think Audis were strong when it was hot. Didn't rain heavy enough because they had been probably a little bit quick in the wet. So I mean, we thoroughly deserved the win. I think on car 1 today, Andre drove awesome, obviously, on the 7. So it was a hard race, a lot of tricky conditions. Brendan was on fire. Timo had a tricky stint at the end, and I'm bloody wrapped.
Brendan, over to you. How difficult was it racing around this circuit with these long straights and the boost that you guys have got available to you, using it in different parts of the lap?
Actually, it was. Our car was a dream to drive today, to be honest. It was, we got the setup perfect. We knew it was going to be cold at the end. The car came alive. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about the track in terms of being very tight in the last sector, but I think everyone dealt with it very well. I mean, I think everyone between GT and P showed a lot of respect, and I really didn't think it was as big an issue as what people were thinking it was going to be. I enjoyed the track a lot, and yeah, so happy to be standing on the middle step again with Timo and Mark and the whole team. I said before we all said before the race, we knew it was going to be tight, and whoever executed the best and put everything together was standing on the top step. And I think today that was us. We did a more or less perfect race. Maybe in the middle, Audi had the right tyre on. It was a risky call for them to be on the slick-ins when we were on the wet. But it was very happy to be here, and just thanks to everyone. It was an awesome day.
Timo, you ended up with the worst of the conditions, and it's kind of drama-filled stint for you with the aborted pit stop and then the little mistake over the curb. Just kind of explain those various scenarios.
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end it was definitely not planned. I mean, we went by then in cruising mode because with a big lead, but it was it just shows how tricky it is, and the race is never over. But I think overall it was sports car at its best today. I mean, it was very close fighting, and I can just echo on what Brendan and Mark said. I mean, especially the interaction between the classes were very well today. I mean, it was a tight circuit, but I think it worked out very well. Yeah, in the end, I mean, the rain was shifting. It was really tricky for the last 20 minutes. And sector 3 was a bit wetter than the lap before, and then small mistake, and then you see, but luckily got the car going again, didn't need anything, and then we get going again, and I was so happy with Mark and Brendan and also Job today. I mean, how we prepared the whole weekend was very good from Porsche team, how they prepared driving in the altitude and with the new track, how they took all these challenges was very, very good. And I think how we 3 worked together again was awesome, so very honored to share driving duties with these 2 pros.
And just talk us about the pit stop confusion. What was it going on with it?
Yeah, it was just miscommunication on the radio, and it happened. And we got a penalty for it, we served it, and we get going, so it's motorsport.
And you win. Over to Audi then, and Marcel. The early slip rating for your car, the number 7 car, seemed a bit of a struggle. Did you identify why that was? And was that issue the same issue that the 8 car experienced?
I don't know, I just got out the car, so I don't really know. These cars are very complex, and we have an electronic braking system that helps us to manage our recuperation, and suddenly my wheels locked, and then after it wasn't functioning properly, so rarely happens, but unfortunately sometimes it does.
Moving on to the Toyota, and starting with Kamui. After the start of the weekend, after Friday, could you really be expected to be on the podium and now second in the championship as well?
Hey everyone.
Yeah, of course. I think we didn't really expect. I mean, even for us, it's difficult to finish the race. I mean, this is where we saw it. Just even before start the race, I think we had to change the gear stuff because we couldn't engage the gear. So I think we had through the week we never finished without any trouble any session. So I think it's great work from the team guys, and I think to finish themselves, I think it's great for us.
Mike, coming on to you, the traffic was obviously a challenge for everyone today. A small penalty for you, was that justified, did you feel? And how was the traffic in your experience?
Yeah, I mean, at the time I thought it was a bit harsh, but then I saw the replay and yeah, I think I came over a little bit too much, and then we touched. But yeah, it was a shame to lose that time. But in the end, yeah, some great stints from Steph at the end there, and yeah, had the chance to get P2. Shame we didn't quite do that, but the rain just didn't come for us in the end. But that's a chance you take, really. But yeah, they're great to be, as you said, second in the championship. Unbelievable, really, considering where we qualify sometimes. But yeah, we just race as hard as we can.
And Stefan, the car pace in the dry maybe wasn't there, but once the mixed conditions came in, you were able to equal the Porsches and the Audis.
Yes, it was an incredible race for us. We started 6 and I crashed heavily in the free practice. So I did 8 laps time before the race. So I was not so comfortable at the beginning, a bit stressed. And after, the car was really fast, really good, and the condition was good for us, wet. But at the end, last stint, I went in entire tires very early, 25 laps before the end. It was dry. So I think we lost a bit the second place at this point, but we had no choice. So it's a very good race from the team because they worked very hard to repair the car because the crash was very big. So they worked all night. So I'm very happy for the mechanics, for the team, for my teammates. And second, the championship is also very good. So next race, we'll push hard like this one, give our best.